This should be a really interesting one, if anything. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back into the channel. Hope you're having a lovely one out there, wherever you may be. We're moving on in the next track, sin after that buster. That buster of a first track. We are moving into the next track, which is going to be a cover of Joanne Baez's Diamonds and Rust. Now, I actually know Diamonds and Rust already. That's finally one classic, piece of music that I know. I already know the original, and I'm really curious to hear how they interpret it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll talk about it after. Will it be soft? Will it be like a soft, this is their melodic track, or are they going to just burn that thing to the ground? Let's find out. Okay.
And here I sit, and on the telephone, hearing a voice I'd known a couple of light years ago, heading straight for a fall. Well, we both know what memories can bring. They bring diamonds and rust.
All right, I like how you do this. That's great how they interpret this part. Great. Okay, this is a really cool interpretation and cover.
Now you're telling me you're not nostalgic. Then give me another word for it. You were so good with words and at keeping things vague.
Love this. This is
yes, we both know what memories can bring. They bring diamonds and rust. Diamonds, diamonds and rust. Diamonds, diamonds and rust. Diamonds, diamonds and rust. Don't want no more diamonds, diamonds and rust.
Let this be a lesson to anyone who makes a cover of a song. Let this be a lesson. Take that thing. Take that original recipe. Take your grandma's recipe and don't be afraid to put some sprinkles on it. Don't be afraid to put a dollop of ice cream or whipped cream on that recipe of whatever it is. It's okay. Tradition is great, but sometimes you got to experiment a little bit. This is such a masterclass lesson in performing a cover of a song. And I know, listen, for those of you who have watched the channel for a long time, you already know what I'm going to say. What am I going to say? You're going to say it before I say it. If you're going to cover a song, you got to make sure you pay homage to the original, keep certain things intact, but you got to make it your own. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Unless you just want to be what do they call it? A legacy band? Is that what? No, like like Genesis to Musical Box. Even though I'm not disparaging Musical Box, from what I've heard, they're amazing. But like, make it your own. I was really curious going into this how they would cover it. If they were going to do like we heard, and just make that thing metal, or if they're gonna, this is going to be the softer track on the album, and this would be, them lightening things up. Sorry, there's a cat crawling under my car. Fantastic. Halford owns this. Downing owns this. Tipton owns this. Everyone owns this. It was just an incredible performance. I thought this was wonderful. Part of the original that I really love is the mysteriousness of it. There's a haunting atmosphere to the whole thing. And while this track kind of takes out the haunting aspect and replaces it with just full-on, just banging metal, I love how they did that. Halford, another thing from the original that I think is really characteristic of it is the moments in the verse when she goes into a much quicker delivery, where she just kind of rambles and rattles off. And I love how Halford covered that, still maintaining kind of in a mid-range with his vocals, but like keeping that power going, and that delivery came across just immaculate. Just a absolutely fantastic cover. Simon on the drums, did I tell you that he owned it? Hill on the bass, did I tell you that he owned it? I probably didn't, but that was great. That was a fantastic one. I forgot to mention, by the way, with this track that it had been suggested by Eduardo Ferreira, Pentagrammaton, who's been asking for this album as well, Robert Boyer, and then Laszlo Roca. I forgot to mention you guys, but I wanted to sneak you in there. The moment where the music opens up after the chorus is a great way of kind of hitting that perfect musical homage to the original, because it does open up there, but also still, like I said, staying true to this particular lane of metal that the band is performing in this cover. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Let's look at these lyrics, which are the same. I'll be damned, here comes your ghost again, but that's not unusual. It's just that the moon is full, and you decided to call. Okay. And here I sit, hand on the telephone, hearing the voice I'd known a couple of light years ago, heading straight for a fall. But we both know what memories can bring. They bring diamonds and rust. They bring the good and the bad. Yes, we both know what they can bring. Now I see you standing there with brown leaves all around and snow in your hair. Now we're smiling out the window of the crummy hotel over Washington Square. Our breath comes on white clouds, mingles and hangs in the air. Speaking strictly for me, we both could have died then and there. Now you're telling me you're not nostalgic? Then give me another word for it. Such a good song. You were so good with words and at keeping things vague, because I need some of that vagueness now. It's all come back too clearly. Yes, I love you dearly, and if you're offering me diamonds and rust, I've already paid. And it goes on from there. I think that this is just a brilliant track. Now, if you were to ask me, JP, which one do you prefer? Miss Baez or Judas Priest version? This is one of the very few times where I will say I don't have a preference, because I genuinely love the original Diamonds and Rust. I just think it's a short, sweet, and beautifully haunting song, and I really do like. I really like it a lot. I think I heard it first. It was just randomly on a playlist that I was playing, and I heard it, and it just immediately caught my attention. So that just has a place in my heart. But this has a place in my muscles. I think that they're both equally great, and because they're so different, you don't have to choose. You can just enjoy them both, as with anything. Let me know what you guys thought of this one in the comments down below. Press that like button if you don't mind. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your afternoon or morning or evening. And I will see you all later. Bye, guys.